we've seen a significant improvement of how women have been involved in media. What are some of the measures that have actually been put in place to ensure this progress?
Women have progressed quite a lot over the years in terms of their progress and their involvement in the media, because they have now become more engaged in the tasks that they are assigned in the media. Previously, they would be just presenters, but now they go into investigative journalism, they go into management of media houses, they go into even production work where they carry heavy equipment, and they have shown some skills in terms of how a package of news or a package of documentary. In fact, the storytelling skills of women is outstanding. I would say that I have seen, especially in Kenya and in Africa, women getting more and more involved in storytelling, which has changed the whole narrative, because then when you have women involved, you get to see the world with a totally different perspective from what is really the normal. Women have insight. Women bring an alternative voice and a perspective that would not otherwise have been captured in the media.
Awesome. So would you say it's the women themselves who've actually taken up the responsibility to be out there, or there's a force behind it that is, or people behind them telling them they can actually be able to make it in the media industry?
Much as there have been voices that have encouraged women to get involved in the media, to get into storytelling and changing the narrative of our own worldview as Africans, I'd say that women have also had their own self-initiative of wanting to tell the story, of wanting to be seen, of wanting to have their voices heard. And when you have women involved, you actually get something called inclusiveness, where those women who may not otherwise get a privilege or an opportunity to be in the media do get an opportunity, because then they can identify with those who are producing the programs, those who are interviewing, and there is that connection between women as sources of news and sources of information, but also women as makers and creators of that story.
That's actually a great move. Being that you've been in the media for quite some time now, are there any hostilities against women in that industry?
Actually, there has been a lot of hostility, and some of it is even unseen, where women don't get assigned the perceived tough assignments. You know, stories to do with politics, stories to do with economics, stories to do with business. Women were confined to things like human interest stories, features, and that kind of thing. Stories that were considered to be soft. But with time, we have now seen women venturing into the harder topics, where they are discussing politics, where they are discussing the economy, where they are discussing money on the media. And that has become an encouragement, because then it gives the perspective that women actually have the brains to do this. They also have a good understanding of these so-called tough topics. There's also been other hostilities where women don't get the promotion to get into management positions in the media. But now all that is changing, for the simple reason that women have gone a step to say they are going to develop their managerial skills, to get into fields which were considered to be all men. And now there is this integration of women, because they realize there is talent here, there is skill here, which the media house needs, which the production house needs. And so they don't have a choice, because the women have the qualification and they are willing and ready to perform the tasks.